evening. Hello. Paul Smith. How are you doing, Paul Smith? Those of you on Facebook see Paul Smith's an old friend of mine from many years ago. One, two. Mic's too loud. Just a second, folks. Just fix that microphone. Hold on a second. Just pull them back a little bit there. Okay, good evening, everybody. You've been spending too much time on YouTube lately. Well, there's a lot to be said for that. For and against. Okay, I think it's blues time. It's blues time. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Okay, nice to be back. Been busy. I've not been very well. I've been busy and I've not been very well, and my head's all over the place, but hey. So here we are. Back in the hot seat. I hope everything's coming through loud and clear, ladies and gentlemen. Push that vocal microphone up a bit. First thing we're going to do tonight's a favourite of ours. What blues, not blues. What blues, not blues. What's blues, what's not blues. Somebody tell me what's the difference. That's not blues. That's not blues. That's blues. That's not blues. What blues, not blues. If you wear a Stetson, it's definitely blues. Oh, I enjoyed that very much, ladies and gentlemen. I don't mind saying. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Newcastle upon Tyne. You're all welcome. If you start saying unpleasant things, you can bug off. Aye, so here we are. Sounds coming through okay, I take it. Sounds loud and clear. No juttering or whatever. Track 2, Note to Self. Well, you can imagine why it's called Note to Self, can't you? A musical reminder. Why is this song called Note to Self, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it's the title track of an album called Note to Self, and it's a musical note to oneself, meaning who you are, a note of reminder, you know, note to self, who you are, where you came from, what you did, and how you ended up where you are today, and what can you do to make things better. Yeah, okay, let's go. Stop that. Good evening, everybody. Alexis John Irving, good evening, Stuart. Hope you're doing all right. Welcome. Everybody's welcome who's enjoying themselves. If you're not enjoying yourself, you're still welcome, but what's the point in sticking around if you're not enjoying yourself? So, okay, that was called Note to Self. Okay, what's number 3? Soul Tone. All originals so far. I will be doing a few little cover versions a little bit later on, ladies and gentlemen. But meanwhile, so why do I do these live streams, ladies and gentlemen? Here's an answer. For money, ladies and gentlemen. I do them for money. No, it's not. It's not. Good evening, Sean. How are you doing? I do have a Patreon page, and I also have a PayPal page, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here because I love the music. I'm here because of the music, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here because I want to play some nice music and ultimately satisfy myself. First and foremost, self-satisfaction is my main motivation here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And not whole tone. No, that's coming later on. You're going to wish you'd never met me. Squid Farm Music, good evening. Nice to hear from you. Whole tone. Don't do it. Stop that. Stop it. Yes, I'm here to entertain myself and fulfill myself and play the guitar and play music, and hopefully you'll all enjoy it as well and share it and talk about it and maybe drop a couple of quid in the hat. I don't really make any money doing this. If I was doing it for money, I would have knocked it on the head about 2 years ago. Well, if I was doing it for money, I would have knocked it on the head about 30 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. But what was number 3? I just put it up there. Soul Tone, okay. Gibson Les Paul with the Jason Lollar Eldorado pickups. My goodness gracious. Good evening, David Rose. That's me brother there. If you're on YouTube, you can see me brother David Rose has just said hello. Art. Good name, that one. Sounding very clean. Gibberish one. Good evening there, mister. You know, David Cowan. Good evening, David Cowan. I'll tell you what, gibberish. The older I get, the more I forget. No, the older I get, the more I realise that you need less distortion. And I think, a guitar, every guitar. Johnny Wright, how you doing, kid? Every guitar's different. Every guitar's different. It comes from a different tree, different part of a tree, different kind of tree, different part of the world, different time. Pickups are different. It's assembled by different people. And, so each one, if it's a good one, will have a characteristic of its own. And there's no greater way to get rid of that characteristic than to swamp the thing in distortion, or even worse, chorus. Let's get a great guitar sound and then destroy it by putting a chorus pedal on. There you go, Dave. You got your German fans in tonight. Let's smoke some crack cocaine and throw a television set out of the window. I think that's what we'll do after the show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That is a joke, by the way. I don't smoke crack cocaine, and I won't be throwing television sets out of the window. Right. This is called Numbers Game, and good afternoon from Texas, Andy Williamson. Thank you very much. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. This one's called Numbers Game. It's about the internet. It's about the digital world. It's about the numerology. It's about possibility. It's about chance. It's about anything you want it to be. Yeah. How did the cricket go? Yes, that's Jim Drummond playing along to a little synthesizer sequence that I prepared especially for Jim Drummond to play along to, ladies and gentlemen. You got run out. You got run out. Good evening in Boston. Thank you, Eusto Leon Galan. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I appreciate your appreciation. Yes, I do. Washington Tyne in Weir. I'm suspecting it's Washington Tyne in Weir. I'm trying to get somebody to respond. Has anybody got a Boss Overdrive pedal for sale? Has anybody got a Boss Overdrive pedal for sale? That they don't want much money for. Or an Ibanez Tube Screamer. Casablanca, Mr. Cohen, good evening. You're welcome. Welcome to the show. Number 5, Dopamine Disaster. Okay, this next one's called Dopamine Disaster. It says that on the screen, look. It's about the dopamine disaster, which the world is in a terrible state. But I'm not going to talk about it. Turn the television off and don't switch it back on again. Unless it's an episode of the Sweeney or Minder or something like that. This is Brendan O'Neill on the drums, ladies and gentlemen. And it features the A melodic minor. A lot of delay on there. And it goes from the A melodic minor to the E mixolydian. It's a beautiful contrast, I think, between the two scales. And it's about drug addiction. It's about addiction to dopamine. Facebook triggers dopamine. Heroin triggers dopamine. Facebook's legal. Heroin isn't. It's all dopamine, ladies and gentlemen. Goes like this here. disaster. Bittersweet, you see, bittersweet. The musical equivalent of bittersweet. Or one example of that could be, perhaps. Was that number 5? Yes, so number 6, keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay. This is another original. They've all been originals, not originals, you know. It's original. Beatles were original. Hendrix was original. Mozart was original. We're just left picking up the scraps. Well, I'm glad you like that in Anita's garden over there, somewhere in the far-flung corners of the world, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all enjoying the music. If I had to choose one guitar for what could belong to a Strat, single coiled Strat. Postman's late. Okay, so what's that? Number 6. Number 7. I Only Have Eyes for You. I love this tune. I love this tune so much. Okay. Thank you very much, Tom Hart. I appreciate it, my friend. Welcome to the show. These tunes, you know, you may have seen, I did a little album called Covers Night, which is available on MP3. If you want to, you know, contact me through Patreon or PayPal, you know, buy yourself a copy of anything that I do, basically. You're welcome to it. But I did this little album during lockdown called Covers Night. Covers Night 2 has become Beatnik, which isn't finished yet. And those of you who've bought a copy of Covers Night 2 will be receiving a copy of Beatnik in replace. Yes. So, Covers Night, yes, because, you know, and one of the things that I've learned, these things really challenge you. Because you can't deviate from the path, you see. So, like I said before, you know, if you're playing a Mozart symphony, you play... No, I can't play Mozart symphony in my wildest dreams. That's too much. It's way above my pay grade. But if you were to play a Mozart symphony, you don't play anything that isn't written down. If it isn't on the page, you don't play it. Because that's not what the maestro expected. That's what he wanted. This is what you play. Yes. Right. So when you're playing like Carpenter's numbers and Bee Gees numbers and Beatles numbers and stuff like that, you can't deviate from the path. It's a similar kind of thing. Covers Night 2, yeah, it's called Beatnik. I took an executive artistic decision and called it Beatnik, and it's about a quarter finished. If you bought it, you will get a copy when it's finished, right? So, but, you know, why not buy a copy of Covers Night 1 if you haven't already? This is on it. And like I say, it's a challenge. It's a challenge because... What strings am I using, Joe? These are NYXL 10 to 46s. And they are overwound. I don't know if you can see that. When the camera changes, you'll see I've got them overwound back under the bridge and back around. Billy Gibbons does that. Yeah. I don't do it because Billy Gibbons does it. I do it for the same reason Billy Gibbons does it. Makes the strings more... You bought them both. Okay. Did I say it was number 6? Jesus, I'm losing my mind. It's number 7. Thank you very much, Nick Branson. Very much appreciated. I hope you're all enjoying the music, ladies and gentlemen. If that was number 7, then it only stands to reason that the next one will be track 8, which is called Space 3. Thank you very much, Stephanie Robinson. This next one is called Space 3. Would you believe it? Follow on to Space 1 and Space 2. Okay, I've been listening to some albums recently. I've got some recommendations for you. Todd Rundgren's Liars. Fantastic album. There's a song on there called Sweet. Oh, it's just brilliant. And Van Morrison's Enlightenment, ladies and gentlemen. Chop that wood, carry water. What's the sound of one hand clapping? Enlightenment says the world is nothing but a dream. Everything's an illusion, and nothing is real. You know, your average pop song lyric today, you know, I got a car, I got some white trainers, I got a pair of Ray-Bans, I'm gonna go down and bang some chicks down at the beach, and I'm super cool daddy, yo baby, you know. And Van Morrison's writing stuff like, and Enlightenment says the world is nothing but a dream, everything's an illusion and nothing is real. I can dig it. I can dig Van Morrison over that big time. Also, if you're interested, Trainwreck Woodstock 99, the story of the Woodstock Festival that they did in 1999. Hello, MBB. Hello, Paul. From Deutschland, of Germany, MBB. Yeah, right. Yeah, they did another, you probably know they did another Woodstock Festival in 1999. And there's a three-hour documentary, 3 1-hour documentaries about the 3 days. And if you want to see how, it's basically just a documentary about how disgusting the music business was in its heyday. You know, how incredibly greedy and cynical and dishonest and manipulative it was, you know. And I have to say that Michael Lang, who was instrumental in setting up the first Woodstock Festival, didn't come over too well, I have to say. He didn't come across as some kind of hippie, peace-loving, let's all have some music. Yeah, watch it, I won't say it. Yeah, nasty gibberish. Like I say, have a look on that documentary. It's fantastic. 3-part documentary. Stuff went down at that festival. That is an absolute disgrace. And the people behind it. Of course, as this one woman said, you know, who was there, they were interviewing her for this documentary. She said back then we didn't have the internet, you know. So basically the festival organisers stood up and said, well, there was like 50 or 100 bad apples, and you know, out of the 300,000, there was like, they've got film of thousands of people running amok, setting fire to things, breaking things, smashing the stage, smashing the PA towers. It wasn't 50 or 100, it was thousands and thousands and thousands of people, because they'd been shafted, absolutely shafted. Yeah, it's a fantastic documentary, well worth the watch. I watched it in 3 hours in one sitting. I couldn't switch it off. I had to see it through to the end. And they played Hendrix. At the end of the festival, they played Hendrix doing the Star Spangled Banner from the original festival. And the crowd just went, fucking no, we're not. This is not the same. Check it out. Okay, so track 8. Yes, track 8, Space 3. And the night is filled with space. It's a Van Morrison line. Sam Cooke is on the radio, and the night is filled with space. Yes, that's how we got onto that. Bloody hell. Get your head together, Rose. The song here, MBB, is called Space 3. Space 3. It's on an album called Space 1 and 2. Oh, if I press that, don't destroy everything. Okay, it's on. Oh, look, it hasn't refreshed. Look. Right, well, that's supposed. Don't panic. Don't panic, ladies and gentlemen. That's supposed to be a website that hasn't refreshed, but it's on a timer and it'll come back to me in a minute. There you go. It's called Space 3 and it's on Light. It's also Space 1 and Space 2 was on an album called Slide Away. But let's take care of business. If you want to buy any of these tracks, as backing tracks or as finished album tracks, email me. paul@paulrose.co.uk. The Les Paul does sound amazing, and it's got Jason Lollar's hand-wound Eldorado pickups in, and which he very kindly furnished me with. But like I say, if anybody wants music, paul@paulrose.co.uk. That's me. You want to talk about guitar lessons? You want to talk about anything? More or less, check that you've liked, check that you've subscribed. You're all welcome to stick around and be a part of the show. If you don't like or subscribe, I'm not that bothered. Just keep listening to the music and keep coming back and keep being polite. I've also got a Patreon page or a Patreon page. I don't know how you want to pronounce it. Patreon. Patronize or patronize. I suppose it's all about what side of the Atlantic you're on, isn't it? And let's not beat around the bush, ladies and gentlemen. We are approaching the 300th show. Yes, we are. This is number 291. Number 291. So we're only, we're very close. There won't be a show next week because I'm going to be in Germany with the band of friends. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be there for 48 hours, if I can actually bloody get there. Watch this head. It's a mess sometimes. But anyway, okay, so that was what was that? Get Carter. Okay, folks, let's go. Okay, go. Okay, go. Listen to Van Morrison's Enlightenment, because a lot of Van Morrison's albums are recorded like, he shows them the songs on the day and then they just put the machine in record and they just play them and you can hear him giving out instructions. Okay, go. At one point, he says to his band, and they all go. Okay. Get Carter. Michael Caine, Take Me Back to London.
Now, take me back to London.
like it was with my brothers. Watch it. Drink up. Drink it! You ever go to the hospital and he was spewing it out? You can pass the bucket round when the car went over the top. Hey! Goodbye!
Enough of that. Okay, folks, thank you very much. I hope you've all enjoyed the show this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I really do hope you've all enjoyed the show. This next one, I'm going to do one more. This is Big Teddy McKenna on the drums, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a bit of a blues. It goes like this. Yeah, what had happened is Ted had hit the mics over the drum kit. He goes, and he hit the mics on the top. And we'd been watching Laurel and Hardy during the recording of that over the week or two that we were doing that, and so was Oliver Hardy. That's what we're laughing at. For those of you who want to know what all that kerfuffle's about, tune it to 432. Yeah, always tune to 432. They are Lollars. Yeah, well, you know, the pickups are there for changing. You watch Richie Blackmore, fucking hell, he can't make his mind up. He's. But of course, Richie Blackmore didn't have the middle pickup in the Strat. You know, he said they were a waste of time. Hello, Trevor. How are you doing? I'm looking forward to seeing you all in New York next month. Definitely going to be at the bitter end on the Monday night, which is, I think it's the 12th or something like that, down in the village, and I'll be kicking around, folks. I'm going to be in New York 7th to the 15th of September. If any of you cats want to hang out, you dig? I'm really looking forward to coming back to New York. I haven't been there since before the ludicrous lockdown, so I'll see you all there, and we'll have a knees up, as they say down in East London. Right, okay, that's it. Have you liked, have you subscribed? If you haven't liked and you haven't subscribed, I'm not really that bothered. I'm more concerned with you coming back for more music. Let's stop the playlist, right? I'm more concerned with you coming back for more music. That's all that matters to me, because I'm not sitting there thinking to myself, what can I go on YouTube and talk about today? You know, some people are putting 3 videos. I'm going to put another video up later on today, and then I got another one going out at 8 o'clock in the morning. What you got to talk about? That's that bloody narcissism's what it is. But anyway, we're all a little bit narcissistic, aren't we? I used to be a lot more narcissistic, but I got some treatment. And anyway, there you go. Thank you very much. I do have a Patreon page, folks. If you want, if you want to buy some music, let's let that Patreon overlay run its course. If you want to buy some music, if you want to book some guitar lessons, if you want me to record, mix or produce your next project, well, you know where I am, paul@paulrose.co.uk. And I think that's the end. And like I say, let's just remind ourselves we're approaching the 300th show. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're 9 away. That's right. 9 away from the 100th show, 300th show. Okay, that's it. I'm going to go and watch the television. Anything before 1980, and I'll watch it. Anything after that, I'm not interested. Okay, thank you very much, folks. Lovely to be here. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I have. There'll be a few cut out from tonight's show and put up online over the next couple of days. That blues there will probably end up online in the next couple of days. Okay, see you folks. Bye-bye.